is a leader that lasts? By that I mean the kind of leader that you remember for all of the right reasons. One that doesn't burn out or quit before they're ready. The kind of leader that you wish you had. I've said it before and I'll say it again and again, but leadership is a choice, not a title. The definition of leadership I most love comes from Brené Brown. She says that a leader is anyone who takes responsibility for finding potential in people and processes and who has the courage to develop that potential. I do not care if you are a CEO, full-time parent, student, you can choose to lead by choosing courage over comfort and by finding and developing potential. And sometimes the potential that we need to find and the most important person we need to lead is ourselves. Hi, I'm Chloe Temple, and since I founded POP in 2021, I've had the utmost pleasure to support thousands of leaders from companies like these dive into the pool of potential within themselves and around themselves. In this video, I'm going to share a clip with you from a recent workshop that I ran that I dive into a really enormously powerful framework that I use to help anyone who chooses to lead become what I call a leader that lasts. The 3 pillars of this framework are how we cope whilst navigating the less than rosy reality of being a leader. So if you are up for learning that, let's dive in. Now, I'm going to be honest, I'm not saying that the shiny exterior that I put out on LinkedIn, for anyone who does follow me on LinkedIn, that this is the sole reality of what it is. My reality looks a lot like this a lot of the time. It's really in and out of crippling sadness or disappointments to epic highs. But what keeps me in the game, despite the challenges, is this mission to be myself, a leader that lasts, and to create leader that lasts. Because fulfillment isn't about being happy all the time. It isn't that high. It is in the overall picture. Are we doing something that we feel like matters? Do we feel like we're making a difference? And do we have the systems in place in order to sustain that? To sustain the reality of the challenges that come up? Because a leader that lasts is a combination of these 3 things. It's someone who has purpose, who performs, and has a sustainable foundation of well-being. It's someone who has a clear purpose on what they're doing, they're clear on who they are and what they are going after, and that they lean into courage in order to make that a reality. It's someone who isn't going to burn out because they have systems and tools and support structures in place in order to support them to not quit and to support their well-being. And it's someone who leverages their strengths, their influence, the people around them in order to sustainably outperform. So that is the mission, creating leaders who are grounded in purpose, performance, and well-being. Yet, unfortunately, that's just not the reality for many of us. Or perhaps we're leading teams and people who are less motivated than us. If you are curious to dive deeper, I would like to invite you to either join me for a full masterclass on how you become a leader that lasts, or watch this, it'll be somewhere here, where we're going to explore the reality of what's holding most people back. Whichever you choose, the links will be in the description. But if you would like to support us, the impact that we are here to make, please like or subscribe. I cannot tell you, well, it helps more than you can know. Until next time.